Hello everyone, it is the Halo Hobo. And it is done! The battle has been won! Victory is achieved, my comrades! I have finished what I had begun. Rhen Var Harbor. After trials and terrible gas chambers and people exploding and chickens turning into bacon and tons of people exploding into freaking pillows, the map is done. And by all that, there was a mass amount of technical problems that I had to deal with. So here we are! The first thing you will notice, of course, is the fact that there is no cave. There is none. And these are the vehicles that will be used to wreak havoc across the harbor. The cave could not be included, of course, simply because the pieces were not there, provided by Bungie. And I refuse to use mods because I feel that I am defying the will of my countrymen if I did that. So, I did the main battle area where all the poop goes down, and it is completed. Now, of course, I always focus on making an absolute replica of the map. As you can kind of see here, I had a lot more pieces to work with, so pretty much everything is as accurate as I could possibly get it. I think I totaled about 34 hours of development. And that wasn't fun, but it worked, and it was nice. I'm glad it is done. I actually finished the map 1 month ago, today. And now, here we are! And I think once I finished the map, I kind of realized that everything was a little bit too spaced out, and not everything was as aligned as I would have wanted. And here's the cave area that I could not include, but I got it to look alright. It looks sexy, and that is quite beautiful. Love you, baby! But you can kind of see where some of the buildings are. They're just rocks, because I just didn't have the pieces. And I have the little health droid because he's so cool. He's just a cool guy. He's just chilling, poking his needle with needles. He's a totally cool guy. But other than that, it's pretty good. I felt confident about it. This area, this was painful to do because I didn't know if I should include that not this area, this room. This room was, we chill, we good. We hang out all the time with a bunch of teddy bears. But this area was rather frightening to do, because it took so many pieces, but I got it done. It looks a little bit sketchy, but I figured out how to manipulate Halaruch and do everything right. The window areas are not my best work, because it was to the point where I didn't have enough crap to shoot with. And that area, that's gone. I fixed all the blemishes that you probably noticed. Because it's not beautiful, and I need everything. Why did I squeeze my nipple when I did that? Okay. But everything else, you'll see like some pieces sticking out and everything, but besides that, it's generally as polished as it could be. And I could even get like the door there, you can see there, and I got like some of the pillars and stuff, the pillars are a lot thicker than they were in the actual map. Like in this command post room, they're very large. They ate too many Big Macs. But they just need to get on Weight Watchers and maybe they'll work. No, I didn't have enough pieces to do actual thin pillars. But if you look up, bro. There you go. See, we hang out, we're chill. Some of that area, it looks sketchy. This rock area, that has rocks now, because I had a little bit left to work with. And so that's all covered up. And those were warthogs, but certain tips from Kenny and Man told me to put those things. Now this room, generally, this is the area that was the most sketchy, but it basically makes me... And everyone else want to do that. Because this entire room, I had totally, the entire time I made the map, I told myself, no, that ain't going in there, that's too much. But I had the decorative pieces, and I made it. It looks terrible if you saw the walkway. Oh god, this is worse than the Civil War. But I did it for you because I love you all. But basically, some of these areas, they had a lot more. It looked a lot more like the actual map, but I had to get rid of a piece here and there and yank out some penises, but the penises are okay, they'll grow back. It's no big deal. I got all the turrets in there, except for like 2, because I ain't got no pieces for that. I has no money. I have a job, but there's no money. And the hallways, these were definitely interesting to do. The outside, they don't have like the pillars that on those outside things with the turrets. They don't have the pillars that there, just because that didn't work. And there's not the full battlefield, but I did everything I could, and I think it turned out rather dandy. Rather dandy. But this was all made possible by me, I guess. But the inspiration came from Tuggy Game Reviews, because it's just awesome. It does so many cool things. But I hope you enjoy the map, my friends. I did it for you. But remember, it's not what you do, it's who. But anyway, I couldn't download, or you cannot download it unless you go to my file share. And I apologize greatly for the strife you must go through. But the links are in the description if you, or not links I guess, but my username and all that. So feel free, I'll try and set up everything that I can in my power of the dark side to set up different parties and crap like that. And you have my absolute permission, written permission and everything. I'll send you a letter to download my previous maps. Those are still up for download and everything. You can watch the video, you can play with your friends, you can like send naked pictures of yourself, like with it and everything. That'll be good. Post those on Tumblr, because that's what I'm okay to do. Anyway, this has been the Halo Hobo. Good luck on whatever adventures you may go on.